So, welcome to the podcast, Ian McInnes of Kilmore Software. How are you, Ian? Are you well?
I am indeed.
Well, thanks for joining us on the show. Yeah, and we'll get into everything with all of your work with Kilmore Software. But first of all, I want to hear about yourself. For those folks out there that might not know who you are, do you want to give a bit of an introduction and tell us how you got involved in this piping scene?
Yeah, well, I'm a piper myself, and now I started playing the pipes or learning at 9, just as everyone else does, with my brother. And we've got a bit of a musical family on my dad's side. And it was Pipe Major Andy Venters who was my instructor. Mm-hmm. So Andy was the Pipe Major of the Queen's Own Highlanders at the time. So he actually got me into my first band, which was the Army Cadets.
I see.
When I was 11. So 2 years before you're meant to be in the cadets, but that was great. We had some cracking pipers in that band, the likes of Alistair Gillis was the pipe major at that time.
I see, yeah.
Just before he went away to the Queen's Own himself. So I was in that for about 5 years, I think. Ended up the pipe major myself. I just remembered that actually. After that, I joined the TA along with my brother, and we were in that for, I think, 12 years, which was a good fun as well. We used to do exercises in camps, Germany, Gibraltar, these kind of places. So that was good.
Oh, well traveled then, yeah.
Yeah, we used to. Good thing about the TA, we used to do piping courses at Edinburgh Castle. So we used to spend a fortnight actually in the castle, which was right in the heart of Edinburgh. Yeah. Which was a great laugh, and we had some good nights out with some of your countrymen. Actually, used to come over as well. So, so that was the TA. I then joined the Ben Withis. It was a grade 2 band at the time. So that was under Neil Matheson.
Yes.
At the time Neil was the pipey. And that was probably the only really competing band that we played in. So I think the best we got second at Bridge Allen 1 year before we went to the Worlds. So,
see.
But that was a good few years ago. But again, that was enjoyable, and just to see that kind of competition level of piping, which was good. In between all of that, I was at uni and becoming an engineer. Electronics and software I got in. So you can see where the two kind of things are starting to converge.
The two worlds collide there, Ian.
Yeah. So now I worked in kind of companies, oil and gas, utilities, paper industry, always developing software, writing software for various applications in these fields. Now, probably I started contracting for myself 97, and it was in 99. Again, it was going back to Andy Venters, my old piping instructor. And Andy had got hold of a computer, and he was using an old DOS-based program that was for writing music, and he was trying to write pipe tunes out on it. And I thought, well, now being in that line of work, I thought I can do a bit better than an old DOS application. So that's where I started really getting into developing the Windows-based drag and drop, nice and easy to use software. Now that's the key to our software. It's got to be easy because first and foremost, you're a piper and a drummer. You're not a software engineer. You're not a technical person. So it's got to be intuitive. So the result of that was Pipe Master. We probably got up to version 2.3, and that became a good seller and mainstay used throughout lots of bands. in conjunction with that, we were developing our drumming application, Drumscreeve, and that was where we worked with Gordon Brown, Bog Hall there, and Gordon was fantastic with us, really direct, because I'm not a drummer. He was really great in telling us now what he's looking for, and Gordon's used it for years now, writing his own books out. So yeah, that's kind of where we've got to. They were kind of running along, being sold, being used throughout the world. In parallel with that, I was married, young family now, all those kind of things. So that was ticking away in the background. Also started working with the NHS contracting, kind of project management, program management side of things, which I'm still doing as well at the moment.
So I'm sure people listening or even watching the video at home now will probably recognize quite a lot of those names for bits of software that you've mentioned there. So we're actually seeing this now on the website for those watching the video. But Peebmaster is one that I'm definitely familiar with, and also the drumming software too. Have to say, I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to music theory and stuff. But software like this really does help because, as you say, it was a simple drag and drop interface, something really simple to understand. And that was something that Ceol was at the forefront of that. Not right in saying that.
Yeah, certainly. There were a couple of applications, not DOS-based, but you still had to use codes to put down a crotchet, and you had to build up your embellishments. So if you've got a throw in a D or a barrel, they're made up of notes, and you had to learn codes to do all that kind of stuff. Well, I know that a piper can visualize a throw in the D or a barrel, and they know, flick it and drag it onto the stave, and it should play there. So
that's it.
That was the difference with our stuff.
And it's been interesting watching how technology has developed throughout the years, and Ceol has done that, with multiple different versions of the software. It keeps being updated as well. So if anything, that brings me on to why I've brought you onto this week's show, because I believe that Ceol is actually working on something quite exciting at the moment. Do you want to tell us about it, Ian?
Yeah, so we've really been developing the Drumscreeve application, and we have Drumscreeve Pro 3.0 out now, and that has your multiple document interface. It's got tenor and drum symbols in there, multiple instruments. Now it's for dealing with pipe band drum course. So as well as that, we've upgraded Peebmaster again, Peebmaster Pro 4.0. We are just about to launch our, we used to produce CDs for the likes of the Piping Centre and all the rest of it. Now, a lot of devices now don't even come with a CD. So we have a new USB digipack. So it's like a wee credit card. It's a USB drive. So, and we are about to launch those, both Drumscreeve and Peebmaster Pro. So you can get it as an online download, but also as a USB digipack.
Yeah, perfect. So what are inside these updates then for Peebmaster Pro, for example? What are the updates from the previous version?
Yeah, so again, it's there's quite a few bug fixes that we found now, users. So we always like to develop it. Now it's Windows 10, Windows 11 compliant. So it's the latest Windows versions. We've got an easy start guide. So we've got tune templates now, like a 2/4 march or a 2-parter or 3 2-part. You just click on there, you instantly have the structure, and it's just dragging the notes down. So they both have that now. In conjunction with these products, which we're quite excited about, is the free player versions. So it was in conversations with Finlay at the National Piping Centre, and we've worked with them for the last 20 years with Roddy and now with Finlay. And it was something that said, in pipe bands, now you normally have only 1 or 2 guys who will write the music for either the drum scores or the pipe tunes, right? So what we thought, we will develop some player versions of our software, which will be completely free. So if the band, if they're pipe or drum corps, they buy the pro version, everyone else in the band can get the player version, and you can actually share the tunes and the scores within the band, and you can actually load them up, play them, and print them out if you want. So, and we've got
fantastic. So for example, if I'm understanding this right, so in my experience, if I was the lead tipper, I would buy the software, but then everyone else in the corps would have the player version. So I could basically like send them updated versions using their accounts, basically. Would that be right?
Yes, that's it. All they need to do is just go on, put in their email, and they can download and install for free.
Yeah, brilliant.
So we've the software, you can see it on the website. We've got various purchasing options, but one thing we would quite like to do is offer a Big Rab discount to any new customers. So, and I'll give you the details, Rab, but basically it'll be just Big Rab 99. And when you go to purchase, you enter that promotional code and you'll receive 25% discount on the full non-subscription basis.
There you go. Not bad. So just by listening to the pod, you get money off. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We want to give something back. What we want to do is, obviously, we want to put the software out there, but ultimately it's about reinvesting that and developing the software further. Now, already we've got plans for now working with the kind of traditional music. There's Sibelius that a lot of these musicians use, so integrate the pipes for that. So import and export these kind of tunes and formats. Other instruments we want to add in there as well. So I think now our main objective is to produce the best software for guys to use, nice and easy to use, affordable, and anything that they ask for, we will listen to. And if we can build it in, we will develop that. And I've got a good development team behind me now.
Brilliant. Yeah. So it sounds to me, it's like it's always a work in progress. Whenever we're talking about piping and drumming software, it's always something that is always tweaked and improved on. So once someone actually purchases this software, it's not something that's like a final version, is what I'm hearing. You're always going to be tweaking at it in the background, Ian.
Yes, and releasing the free upgrades now, hopefully once, maybe twice a year. Now we'll build that and increase functionality into the product. One thing we are looking for though is agents for now that we've got the digipack, so agents will take that on, and also any kind of sales marketing kind of promotional type people, if they could get in touch with us. So it's just
there you go.
Just be info@ceolmore-software.com. So
perfect. Yeah. So for anyone listening to the pod right now, again, do you want to remind them of that discount code? Because I know people will be there grabbing for their pens going, oh, what was that? So
so it's a nice and easy one. It's Big Rab, BIGRAB, all caps, and number 99.
There you are. Easy peasy. So yeah, if you are looking on the website now and you do want to purchase it, you may as well save yourself some cash just by listening to the pod. There you go. So what was your contact information there again, Ian, just for folks who possibly want to reach out to yourself then and find out more information?
Yeah, so we have a number of email addresses, but you've got the contact us link at the bottom, but it's basically either sales at or info at, or if you want to contact me directly, it's Ian, IAIN, at ceolmore-software.com.
There you are. Perfect. I have to ask then, I know we mentioned that it was compatible on Windows machines, but there's a good lot of people out there that use Apple Mac and stuff like that. Is it all compatible with those two?
And at the moment, no, but It's something that we would like to develop. And again,
Right.
We would have to factor that in. And it sounds like, oh, we just get it working for the map. But effectively, you're starting from scratch and redeveloping the whole thing. And they are quite complex pieces of software there. So, yeah, we would like to do it. And hopefully one day we could get to that point.
Oh, perfect. Well, if that update does come, then please do let us know here on the Rab Show. We'll certainly let folks know. So for all you window users out there, then yeah, now is your chance. You can go and grab quite an amazing piece of software that's been, throughout the piping scene now for years and is continuing to develop. And hey, you can save money just by listening to the pod. Indeed.
Yeah.
So, Ian, thanks so much for joining us this week. And it's so interesting to see all these different software developments in the piping scene and that it never stays the same is what I'm getting. It's always constantly changing. So that's something that you guys are actively working at, and keep up the great work, mate. That's fantastic.
Well, thank you for that, Rob.
Indeed. Well, that's it. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week, Ian. And again, for everyone listening at home, if you do want to check out the website, go and check out Ceol More Software. Ceolmore-software.com is the full address for the website in case you're wanting to go and check that out. From what I can see on the site there is like little trial versions and stuff. You can go and tinker at it and have a look at it before you make that decision. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's you get the full functionality. All you can't do is actually save your score or tune. So you can write it all down, play it back. You just don't get to save it. Otherwise, everything would be free, which...
There you are. Yeah. But you do have the full function, so you can find out how everything works, really. Yeah, that's smashing.
We also got a YouTube channel there, just tutorial videos, just show you how to use the software as well.
Oh, perfect.
The links are on the site as well.
Hey, I was just about to ask you about tutorials and stuff because I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to stuff like this. So yeah, that would be perfect. So on the YouTube channel as well. Excellent.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Ian, thank you so much for taking time to chat with us here in the show, man. And I wish you every success with this. Indeed. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Appreciate it.